I'm Connor Northrup. I'm joined by lightweight prospect Nick Browne. What's up, Nick? How you doing?
Oh, good, man.
Yeah, thanks for joining me. I know you're getting back from Ocean City, Maryland. How was that?
Pretty good, come back off a win. So, had to spend it with the family, got to relax, heal up, ready for, start getting ready for the next fight.
Yeah. Is Ocean City, is that something you guys do like every summer, or was it just kind of this time around?
It's starting to be a family tradition just to get away and relax, get away from all this nonsense. And with, COVID lingering around, it was nice just to clear your mind and restart.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like so difficult now too because especially like with traveling, it's like all these places have like the recommended quarantine periods, all that stuff. So did you have any like trouble with that or anything?
No, not down there. It seemed pretty open up. As long as you maintained your distance, they were fine with everything.
Yeah. And then one thing too, I know last time we talked, we were kind of having trouble with like an Instagram hacker. Have you now resolved that?
Yeah, everything's, definitely lining up well, so hopefully I don't have to worry about that again.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because it was like multiple times. I remember you saying.
Yeah, it was a few times. That's why I kind of like gave up on it, and then the UFC loves a good social media presence, and that was kind of hindering all that. So, got to bite down and stick to it now.
Yeah. Do you feel like you've kind of stepped up your social media game?
Tried to a little bit. Definitely could use a little bit of help in that area, but it's a work in progress, and it's definitely going forward. Getting better.
Yeah. Have you? I know you were saying like some help. Like, have you looked into like? Because I know like some guys will have people that almost like just run it for them. Like, is that kind of like what you were looking for?
Probably eventually if I can get, the gym running full time and then, in a, fighting full time rather than working, I'd love to have that, as a possibility.
Yeah. And I know you're talking about like work. Like, if you don't mind me asking, like, what do you do for work?
It's construction. I do new house framing from the ground up, so it's a lot of heavy lifting and, heights involved. So, a lot of grip strength involved. So it definitely plays to my, grappling strength to, work,
Yeah,
heavy things every day.
for sure. Hey, have you done that for a while now?
Probably about 8.5 years. Been going strong.
Yeah. And I spoke to John De Jesus last week. I'm going to talk to Kama Worthy later today. But I mean, it seems like for Philly fighters, I mean, all you guys are coming off, recent wins. I know Kama's got a fight coming up too. I mean, it seems like it's a right time to be a Pittsburgh fighter, is it not?
Yeah, absolutely. We always, team up. It's a great, family bond and everything. So we push each other. It's going to Pittsburgh MMA is going to be surging for a good while.
Yeah. I kind of talked to John about it too, but I just wanted to get your take. He obviously, he had trained at American Top Team for a while, so, that's a really big gym. But for you guys, like in these smaller gyms too and that kind of thing, like what are the benefits of that?
Um, you know, Big gyms definitely have their benefits. Smaller gyms, we can keep it, at our rate, our pace. We're not forced to do anything we don't want to. We can dedicate so much time to what we need to work on and slow it down if we have to. Bigger gyms, it's full pace run. If you get run over sometimes if you're not in the spotlight, so we can keep our own pace and work on what we need to.
Yeah. Were you able to watch John's fight last week at all? Because I know like I was like 16-1 he was fighting and handed him pretty good I think it was what 2 rounds to one, so
Yeah, I got to see the highlights. I was down in Ocean City. I couldn't see too much. uh we didn't have the best service there, but he's definitely, every time I sparred with him it was the same John that fights in the cage and spars with. He goes hard, and he's if he knocks you out, he knocks you out.
yeah. And I know when I was talking to you last time, you were kind of hoping that because I think I talked to you right before you scheduled your LFA fight, so I think you were kind of hoping maybe something along that lines, maybe contender series. Any word on a possible contender series?
You're on the list. Wait for the call is kind of the ordeal right now. But just waiting and staying ready.
Yeah. After that last win, I mean, did you expect something to kind of follow that?
If I was expecting to, if I would have got the finish, I was expecting, a decent call up or word that we'd like to get you a matchup, but I just the finish kept eluding me that time. So to get a 1 week notice guy to kind of change it over from stand up to mainly grappling. So we went with the flow and ended up with the win.
Yeah. And Kama gave you a nice little shout out too after his last win.
Yeah, it's cool to have such a tight knit community around here that we push each other and we give shout outs, and it's awesome to have that.
Yeah. And now I know I saw the LFA is having like another slew of cards too in South Dakota. Any word on that? Is that something you're interested in?
Possibly interested in, we like to, shout them out, tell them we're interested, just give them the word, and I'm pretty sure they'll, be glad to hook up a fight. But, waiting on a call or, throwing back into LFAs, we're just going to stay ready and see what happens.
Yeah. Are those kind of the two options right now? Either like that Contender Series, UFC-esque, or if not that, LFA.
Yeah, we like to keep it that option, but if other things come awry, we jump on it. Just to stay active is the main thing.
Yeah. I think on the same card you fought too, Bryce Logan won the title that night. I mean, does that seem like a matchup in your near future?
I mean, yeah, if he didn't get the call up, two guys got called up on that card, because they had that finishes. But I'd love that matchup for a title. Try to get the finish there, or show quality to hold a world title to get further in my career.
Yeah. There's got to be like, I mean, do you have any excitement too with like the LFA lightweight division too? Because say if that Contender Series call or UFC call doesn't come, I mean, there's a lot of good guys in there too. I just mentioned Bryce Logan, but I saw like Brant Moore and Joe Giannetti too. Former Ultimate Fighter guy. He's also on that card. I think they're fighting LFA 89 this Friday, so another lightweight bout there. I mean, that's got to be another option for you as well. So are you a little excited for like that lightweight division, the options there?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely growing. As time goes on, you always want to be the best, so you have to beat the best. So anything that steps up, you'll never get a no from me if, hey, there's this tough guy, hey, set him up. Let's, make it happen.
Yeah. You don't really seem like a call out guy, but is there anyone that maybe you have on your mind or a number of guys that you're kind of interested in?
Not right now, just, as long as someone takes the fight at this point, we've had so much struggle in the past, it doesn't matter who, I off the top of my head, I can't think of anyone to call out, but it's just staying ready.
Yeah. Do you have any idea, like just like in your own head, like when would you like to have that next fight by?
I know it's the end of August, I love, to have like at least a month, and end of September, early October would be, ideal to just honestly stay active. I'm ready, biting at the bit, trying to get this, and LFA's been, supplying me with, good fights and fights just period. So, if I could stay on that train of, derailing everybody and make my way to the top, love to have that happen.
Yeah. What was that experience like too, just going out to South Dakota, the quarantine, all that? Like what was that? Just kind of tell me what that was like.
Definitely different, the COVID test when you get out there, and just the planes not packed as usual, trying to, separate everybody. It was kind of, more relaxing than, a panic. It was so, stable and controlled that, you just get lost in the, thinking to yourself, you're not worried about too much else. But, it was good.
Yeah. Had you ever like been to South Dakota before?
No, that's when I fought for LFA in Kansas. That was the furthest, west I've been, and then, South Dakota. So, I mean, wherever the fight takes me, I'm ready, willing to go.
Yeah, they're expanding your horizons out there. And Nick, before I let you go, anything else that maybe you want to add?
Um, no, I appreciate the interviews for sure. Yeah, we're just looking to, advance higher in the UFC, Bellator, LFA. We're always just biting at the bit to get ready. So yeah, I appreciate the interviews for sure.
Yeah. And just to go off that real quick too, I mean with Bellator too, I mean like obviously you state that as an option too. Have you had any talks like with any kind of like promotion?
Um, yeah, there's always talk off and on. That was kind of a thing when I signed in LFA. Before that, I had a offer for Bellator, and I said yeah, and then the guy just ended up saying no, and trying to pick an easier fight, if you'd say that. But it's just people signing that contract's the hardest thing so far.
Yeah, cause well, I guess that's kind of far. Like, how far is because they've obviously been fighting out that fight spear, like in I think it's Uncasville, Connecticut. Like, is that far drive for you?
Not too bad, but I mean the flights aren't too bad, but the
That's true.
drive isn't too bad either.
Yeah. All right. All right, Nick. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it, and I wish you the best going forward.
Thank you.